Good morning, everyone. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Good. I went to the dentist, so if my mouth looks funny, it is.
I want to drink. I want to see you drink some water.
Oh my God. Oh,
All right. Well, I'm excited to hear more about landing pages today. I can think of a lot of reasons to use landing pages. So, Lynn, take it away.
All right. Can I share my screen?
Oh, I've got to give you control, don't I? And
Give me all the control.
yeah, there you go. Go for
Okay.
it. Go for it.
So I use landing pages for a lot of different things. Um, I do my 8 days of Christmas every year as a shared rewards party. Here's an example. Oh, let me find a better one. Yeah, here's an example of what I do for the 8 days of Christmas. So I send a text out asking anybody who wants to join, and I have a keyword set up. So when they join, they automatically get a text from me every day with the different day of Christmas. I do my recipe club in here. I do different product information. Like I did a ceramic egg cooker the other day, where I just put recipes in. Actually, these are the recipes from that recipe e-cookbook.
Okay.
I just thought a landing page was a better way to be able to send it. Um, so that's just a few of the ways I use landing pages. Um, so Dawn wanted to see one set up from the start, from scratch. So I thought that's what I would go over today.
Sounds good.
Okay. So you're in landing pages, and I'll try to go slow enough so you can take notes. If I'm going too fast, just let me know. So you're going to click on the plus sign to start a new one. I'm going to do one for my fall customer appreciation sale. Customer appreciation sale. Get ready for the holidays and save. And you just click on the check mark to save that all.
Do they see get ready for the holidays and save anywhere, or is that for? Oh,
It
it shows up
depends
with
on
Lincoln Shore.
how you send it.
Oh, okay.
You can send it embedded in a message and they'll see it one way, or you can send the link. I don't know where the link, we don't have a link yet.
Okay.
If you send the link, they'll see it a different way.
Yeah.
So we're going to add a social sharing image. I started saving things. Oop, a fall landing page. So I created this in Canva. And that's what I'm doing for the social sharing image, which will show up when you send it within a text. I know that will show up. And then we're just going to start designing. I always start from blank. Find my notes. Now I went to Pinterest and found a design I liked. I liked this, so I downloaded it and I put it into Canva. And here's why it's nice to put it into Canva. Because you can click on the design, or you can click on the background, go to change the color, and it's going to give you the colors that are in the photo. So I want my background to be this beige color. So I'm going to click on that. And that color code you can put in your landing page to bring up that specific color. So I'm just going to copy that. So I like it when you have the design up at the top. If they're looking at their phone, they're not going to see it. But if they're looking on a computer, they're going to see it. And I just feel better knowing that it's going to look pretty. So it go into columns. Pull the column over here. And we're going to upload an image. And I'm going to pick that fall background that I saved. And then I want to repeat it horizontally so that it goes all the way across.
Wow.
Then I'm going to add content. I'm going to add an image here. And that's where I'm going to put that again. And that's just how I always start my landing pages. You can do anything you want. And then I might change.
So Lynn, question.
Yep.
So once you've done that image on the background, it will carry that all the way down?
You can have it carry all the way down. I usually just leave it for this top part. Well, except for in my, I guess in my 8 Days of Christmas, I have it go all the way down.
Okay.
And you can have it go all the way down. And you do that in column. Row. See, I'm in row now. I want to be in column. Okay, column properties. Yeah, you do that actually in row properties, sorry. And you can have it go all the way across by repeat horizontal. But I usually at this point, I usually just go down and do a background color. And here's where that color code I copied comes in. Oh, shoot. I wrote it down. EDEBD2. See that overrode that. I'm gonna delete all that. Sorry. EDEBD2. Put another image there. What's this? Okay, here we go. Column, that's where I wanted that to be. EDEBD2. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Been there.
EBD2. There.
Okay.
So there's column and there's row. If you want it just in here, it's column. If you want it all the way across, that's a row.
Oh, okay.
So Lynn, there's not a way to like put it in right at the beginning and then override just like that top column, like to put the color on all of it first? Or you have to do it as you add each row?
That's a good question because I haven't done that in so long. I'm sure there is.
Okay. I have only like adapted something from somebody else. I've never created one from scratch. So that's fine. I'll play with it.
Yeah, I'm if you don't have the rows already in here, I don't think it will. I think you do have to do it one at a time.
That would make sense.
Yeah, let's see. Let me just add another picture and see what happens. Yeah, you have to add it every time. And I don't know, usually once you put a color in, it saves it. And I don't know why it's not doing that this time.
So I have a question about the background that you had gotten from Pinterest. Was that a free option or did you have to pay for
Yeah,
that?
I just, here, let's go. I just clicked on it, save image as, and I saved it.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mhm. Now, you can add, obviously, images. You can add a heading, which will just make it a bigger party. A bigger font than the body of what you're going to put down beneath it. Like, I'm gonna put text down here. You can type what you want. And you can bold it. You can go over here. You can increase the size. You can select a different font. You can align it.
So in any text box, you have to have the same size of font, correct? So that's why you want to do a heading or text?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. You can also, this timer's fun. I like putting these in my Christmas parties. Because you can have a countdown.
Oh, that is fun.
So let's see how many days till Christmas.
That's good for
Oop.
shared rewards.
Perfect for shared rewards too. There, 112 days till Christmas, guys.
Seems like a long way off, but we know it's going to go real fast.
I know, and you can change the color of the digits. Color of the labels. Yeah, those are fun to have in. You can, I like to put in dividers in between, like if I'm doing different recipes, I'll put a recipe in and then I'll put a divider in. And you can change the size and the color of the divider. By going here, you can make it wider. You can change the color of it. You can change whether you want it to go across the whole landing page or not. Now, videos, there's two different ways you can do videos. The easy way is to have a YouTube or a Vimeo URL. So I'm just going to take, this is in Vimeo. I just copy the link, paste it And the video should show up. The video should show up. Huh. Okay, let me try a different one.
Cheesy potatoes with music. The ones that slid off of the pan, right?
Yeah. Copy link. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing up. It should. Let's
Can you do marketing imagery videos?
Yep, I'm going to show you that next.
Okay.
They're a little trickier. So that's going to be a HTML. So you're going to move your HTML over there. Then you're going to go into marketing imagery. Products, videos. And you're going to copy the link. Then there's a handy dandy little document that I will share with you all. Why can't I get into here? So I'll send you this. Don't mess with this top one. That's going to be your template that you keep in case you mess this one up, because you will mess this one up. I do all the time. And where it says put URL here, you're going to find it in this bottom one. Delete the old one. Then you're going to paste that URL you copied from marketing imagery in there, and then copy and paste that entire paragraph.
How did you ever learn that?
Christina Bailey. Yeah, she's Wonder Woman. And just delete that out, paste your video in there, and then that's the one for marketing imagery.
It's easier than the other one, right? When you do that, yeah. Oh.
Usually this pops right up. I am not sure what's going on here. You know what? Oh, save. Every time you do something, hit save.
That drives me insane.
I know.
I can't. Sometimes, I mean, literally, you just do a little jiggle of your finger, and it just
Yep.
wipes everything you've done.
Oh no, I have cried so many times because I've lost so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna, and here's the URL that you can send to people. I'm gonna see quick if my video is gonna play. Oh, it's in there. It's just not showing up. So the one that I did from Vimeo is in there.
So with Vimeo, is it like YouTube how it'll start playing all the other stuff after?
No, that's why I prefer Vimeo.
Okay.
Yeah, you get
And
that one
is it
video.
just as easy to upload your videos to Vimeo as it is
Yeah.
YouTube?
The problem with Vimeo is you have to pay for it, or you only get so many videos a year.
What's the cost monthly?
That's
Do
a
you know?
good question.
If you don't know, I can look it up. I just thought maybe you knew off the top of your head.
I think I just paid $129 for the year, I think.
Okay.
And that gives you like 60 videos a year. I didn't go through 60 videos last year.
So when
And
when
then
you're adding text, you're always adding it below. You don't put a text on the side at all, right?
side, like over here?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
everything will be in these columns.
Okay.
The side stuff won't show up on a phone, isn't
It
it?
will not.
Doesn't
Oh,
everything
okay.
that's
Okay.
in the middle?
That's why.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can see what it's going to look like on a phone. You just hit this mobile. And
Oh,
that's what it's going to look like on a phone.
okay.
Now, Christina Bailey does this a lot in her documents. She adds 2 columns in
Oh,
each.
yes, okay.
So on a laptop, it's going to show like this. However, if you do this and people are going to be looking at it on their phone, you want to go into the mobile view and see how they stack. So if you had pictures here and words here, they're not going to line up. So what you want to do not stack on mobile. Click
Okay.
that
Okay.
Ah,
and do it for that row too. That way you'll have your picture with the correct words, picture, correct words. So that's an extra step you're always going to want to do to make sure people viewing it on their phones can see it properly.
I think that's one of the things you kind of need to wrap your mind around in landing pages, is that the words are separate from the images.
Mm-hmm.
And think about too where most of your people are gonna look at it.
Mostly on their phone.
Because
texting
we
it,
mostly
obviously
text
they
it
would
to
look at
them.
it.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I would never have thought of that. Because I
Because
don't
we
use my
make it on
phone.
our computer. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't use my phone, but
I don't either.
I don't either. Another thing you can put in is a button. I use buttons all the time. Oop.
Okay, Lynn, this is a really, really elementary question. I get so incredibly frustrated when you're working in it. How in the heck do you get back and forth between where you are now and where it gives me the options of putting in a column?
You can just
click
click on
that
this.
sidebar?
Yeah,
Okay.
click on this little sidebar.
I've gotten so frustrated over something so small.
It
Oh,
just takes playing with it over and
Yeah.
over. Yeah.
oh my
I'm sure
goodness.
that's why I've gotten frustrated with it, Jackie, now that you mention it.
And then you can type anything you want. Shopping order here. I always bold it so they can see it. You can go over here and you can change the background color. You can, you can change the hover color when people hover over it.
Oh, wow.
You can, right now it's auto width, meaning it's going to be as wide as the words you have,
Oh,
or you can make it go the entire length, or you can change the width. If you make it shorter, it's going to make the words, go on top of each other. You can also change the font size. And now the important thing to remember to do is give it an action. So you want people to click on this to be able to shop and order. So obviously you want to put your ordering link in right here. So in action type, you're going to tell it what you want it to do, whether you want it to open a website, send an email, call a number, send a text, whatever you want it to do. Normally it's going to be open a website, and then you'll put your ordering URL here.
the text replacements, okay, working there. I see that, okay.
You can also change the font. Okay. Anybody have any questions so far?
And of course, you could put that in columns if you want two buttons in the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, you could do that.
Wow, you make it look really simple, Lynn.
I've just been playing with it a lot for 2 years, so you'll get it too.
I love the idea of taking those e-cookbooks Was that a timely activity, Lynn?
It was just copying and pasting. No, it probably took me 20 minutes to make that.
I love the idea of that.
Like,
Dawn, it's
go ahead.
similar to the recipe club of just being able to copy, paste, and add.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason I did it was because I sent out a broadcast to customers, and I was offering them that recipe booklet. Well, you can't send the recipe booklet via text. So I thought, oh, I'll just put it in a landing page.
And did you put all the text in one box, or did you do each recipe separate?
I do them separate. Here's a tip. Always do a new column, because if you want to move it or add something to it and you just kept going in the same column, you can't do that. So for every recipe, have it be a new column. Drag one of these over for each one. That way you can always put something in between, a divider or something
okay.
else. Yeah, try to remember
you're gonna have two things for each recipe. You're gonna have the image, and then you're gonna have the recipe.
Yep. So always do them each as a separate column, because if you want to change the picture for the recipe,
Okay.
if it has its own column, it's easy to do.
Okay.
So just always drag a new column over.
It's
You'll
interesting
thank
they call them
yourself
columns.
later. Pardon?
It's interesting that they call them columns. I don't know.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to get my head around what is the difference between the column and a row?
The
So the
row
column
is
going
this.
down.
The row is this whole thing across,
Okay.
and this is a column. But then a column can have 2 or 3 or 4
Okay.
columns in it.
Okay.
But
Just beware if you're doing.
You're just normally using it as one column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beware if you're doing it as 4 and people are looking at it on their phone, it's going to be very small for them to see.
But if you're doing like those buttons for text, email, that would work well. To
Yep.
have 4 buttons.
Yep. And I do that. I have that. And then you're not going to want to put do not stack on mobile on those. Here, let me show you. Yeah, on those, let me go into. Yeah, that's how they'll show up on there. And then on mobile, I didn't do that do not stack, because I think it would be pretty tiny if people are trying to select it to do the action. I think it's just easier to not do the do not stack on those buttons. You understand what I'm saying? Okay.
Where do you get all the little icons for Facebook and all that stuff?
We will do that next.
Okay.
Let me go back. The social box.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Don't even have to.
And you can pick whatever ones you want.
Okay.
So I always do Facebook. I don't know why they're shaded.
Do they stay shaded until you add your stuff to them?
Oh, here they go. So you can put in whatever you want. So I just added Instagram, Facebook, and email. And then over here, you'll put your Instagram URL and your Facebook URL and your email. And instead of having to do these on every landing page you create, you can save them. Save. Give it a category name, social, and save. So then next time you're doing a landing page, you can go to blocks and everything you have saved will be there. And you can just drag it over. So I have everything that I use over and over and over again saved, like my signature line. This.
So you don't have to add a column for that. You're just dragging it over.
You just drag it. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Every time. Oh, see this I created all together. This is the issue I'm talking about. I don't want all of these dragged over because I have them separately. But because I created this without doing a new column every time, it all saved together.
Where did you get the graphic that says you are the heart of my business?
Oh,
I probably stole it from Christina,
Oh, okay.
and it's in
and I
Canva.
stole it from you.
It's on mine too.
Well, I guess I could make it too.
I am
Well,
more than happy to give it to you. I think we've gone over everything, every option you have. Who has questions?
that was helpful.
Very
And have you seen so Christina Bailey makes a bunch of stuff. I'm just starting to get back into doing landing pages now that I have more time. And so there is a way that they have, when they share their stuff, if you've gone into Project Broadcast ahead of time and set up the different, help me, Lynn, what are the
Fields.
fields, if you set them up in a particular way, which they show on that Facebook group, when you import it, it's going to automatically import with all of your links and not theirs. So you don't have to go in and change them all, but you do have to go into their drill downs and make sure you're doing that, because she'll have, like, Christina Bailey will have, a link that links it to another landing page. So you have to have gone to that other landing page and imported that already and having it linked to that, which that part has got me a little bit overwhelmed, but just knowing that at least initially, everything I pull in is going to pull in with my info. It saves so much time.
Yeah, I tend not to use hers anymore because they go off in so many different tangents.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The
Overwhelming.
problem that I have is, where do I go? I did all that and I changed it in my fields for my customers, but I'm not sure where to put that information with that accesses it for me. Does that make sense?
You just have to click on the user fields.
User defined fields.
Oh,
So it's just another tab. I think it's under, yeah,
Yeah.
it's settings.
Oops.
I'm not positive. Custom field names,
Is that it?
and then go to user.
User fields.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think it's this one right here that you change to whatever shows up on your biz website. I think if you put that there, I think
Yeah.
when you upload a Christina Bailey, one of her newer landing pages, I think all of the links will automatically switch to you.
There's
And
like
I think
it
there's a
out.
a
place,
few different ones that you have to change. It's like 4 different fields.
yeah,
Is there? All right.
Yeah.
yeah, your business page, your Facebook page, no, yeah.
Yeah, there's a few of them. And
All
they,
right.
they walk you through it. When she shares, when she has it newish in update or whatever, and it walks you right through what you need to do.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah, and if you don't use hers, then you wouldn't need to worry about that.
yeah, I haven't used hers in a while. So
She's amazing, even if you want to look at them for examples and ideas.
Yeah,
yeah.
Very creative.
good inspiration.
I'm not, so I need all the help I can get.
Oh, I know hers are amazing. They just go off on way too many
I
tangents.
like to keep it a little bit simpler.
Yeah, me too.
And I like to also, I like to have different reasons to reach my people. I don't need to reach them for the same, for 10 different things. I would almost rather reach them 10 different times and space it out. I don't know,
Mhm.
to make it less,
Yeah,
I feel
less
like if
crazy.
it overwhelms me, it overwhelms my customers.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
exactly.
always try to think about it that way. I'm simple. So if I dumb it down to my level, then it's gonna reach everybody.
Well, it works for you.
And the nice thing too, like if you're doing a recipe club, you already have your template,
So easy.
and then all you have to do is just clone it. And rename everything and just put in new pictures and new words. And, your recipe club could take you 5 minutes every week.
I'm going to change to that.
I get a lot of engagement with this, doing it this way.
Mhm. How many people do you have in
I'd
your
say
recipe club
10%
now?
at least.
How many people do you have in your recipe club now, Dawn?
300.
Wow.
Wow.
And I think I get at least 10% that engage with me each week.
Wow.
When do you send it out, Dawn?
I'm not consistent with that. Sometimes it's Monday, sometimes it's Friday.
Okay.
And I don't tell them it's a certain day. I say weekly.
Okay. Oh, that's smart.
Keeps them guessing.
Yeah.
What do you say when you send yours out, Dawn? I struggle with that sometimes.
Hold on, let me look at last week's.
I usually just talk about the
It's-
recipe itself and how much I like it or where I got it, that kind of thing.
Mine is different every time. Gotta find one.
Do you do a recipe club, Jackie?
I haven't started yet. I need to. I just feel like I'm trying to get my feet under me all the time. Adding new things is hard.
Yeah, it is.
But it's on my list of things.
Mhm.
Yeah, once you get it set up, Jackie, the worst part is thinking, oh, what recipe am I going to do this week? I know what
Yeah.
I'm doing this week because I've made it twice this weekend, and my neighbors went crazy over it last night. It's those magic blondies in the new season's best.
Oh, really?
They're so good. They were calling them crack last night.
So Madeline, here's what I sent last week. Are you excited that summer's winding down? I love it when it's time to get back to a normal routine. Enjoy this make ahead recipe that you can use all week long to give your family a strong start to their day. I love cooking once and eating multiple times. This one is also great to cut into squares and freeze individually. Looking forward to seeing you in the kitchen soon. Can't wait to share all that's new with Pampered Chef in September. If you'd like a new catalog mailed to you and have not previously requested, message me and I'll get those in the mail this week. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. So I try to keep it personal.
Mhm.
And I usually try to ask a question like, what do you love most about this recipe? Or is this something your family would enjoy? Or what have you been doing this summer? You know, something that prompts them to respond.
So this isn't necessarily something where we're hoping to get a sale out of it. It's more about serving our customers.
Service, yep.
Definitely not expecting a sale. It is
Yeah.
100% customer service based.
Do
Do you
you-
get sales? Absolutely.
I was gonna say, do you list on the bottom of your recipe club the products that were used to make it?
They're in the recipe. We talked about that last week. And you
Okay.
can link each of those products to your personal website, to that product in your website. Madeline, you go show her.
I think
I'm,
it's Lynn showing.
Yep.
Lynn's
So,
much faster. I think about it every time I share my screen.
so like I'm talking about the carnitas seasoning, what you do is you highlight it and you go to this link and you can throw in the link right to your website
Okay.
for that product.
Okay.
I do it for every product.
Okay.
And then I even put sometimes I'll put a video in of, if Pampered Chef has a video showing how to make the recipe, I'll throw that in.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I've thrown in a video of myself making it.
Sure, that makes sense.
On the first recipe club of the month, I always throw the new specials in.
Okay.
Speaking of recipes, I have something else I'd like to bring up. I created a group that if you would all like to share, I would love to have you join. It's a recipe review where you make a recipe and then review it, talking about any changes you made, any tips for the recipe. Add your own original picture. Don't use marketing imagery, and maybe, show one tool that helped you with this recipe.
Love that.
So I
great.
thought, if a bunch of us do it, we would all have this library of recipe reviews we could put in our VIP groups or in our parties. And what you can do is
I
either
love your little.
post. I'm sorry?
Your graphics are always so cute.
Oh, well, I like to play around. You can either put the recipe in when you post it yourself, either put the recipe in with it or have it be just this and tell the people in your group that they can ask for the recipe from you. But
Or the
when
link
you're
from your
contributing to
website.
the group, I'd love to have you add the recipe so it's available for all of us. And you can come up with your own graphic to use, or I shared my Canva template in this first post, so you can just throw your info into that Canva template.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome, Lynn.
So are any of you interested in being part of this? I'd love to have you join.
Please.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll put the link in the spaces
Okay.
for this group. That's not it. There.
I'm still getting those pop-ups.
Yeah, and then hopefully we can all, get a bunch of recipes ready to go and share.
Mm-hmm. I joined.
Yeah, I asked questions just so that I want to keep it a small group. I don't want thousands of people in it, and I don't want people that aren't consultants in it.
You might want to ask what their consultant number is. Just not that you need it, but that way they have to tell you.
Yeah, I always hate when people ask for my consultant number, so I didn't put it in there, but maybe that's a
Okay.
good idea.
Or who
Um,
is your upline director? You could say that.
yeah, okay. So, but feel free to share it with any of your consultant friends. The more we get in there, the more recipes we get, the better.
We'll put it in Joe Pack. If you would invite people through
Oh.
Joe Pack.
Yeah, Joe Peck's great.
Excellent. Wow, what a great.
Great info today.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking time to share.
Oh, and if you're working on it and you're stuck, just please reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Because I know
think
that's a
it's
lot
gonna
to
take a
take
little
in.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes playing with it. I think the big thing to remember is to always save.
I just wanted to mention too, you might have noticed, I know that Marna's team uses a lot of Post My Party, and they were running into some issues with the extension. And I haven't heard of anyone having a problem on our team, but I did post the fix in Joe Pack, just for your reference. Jackie, were you running into problems with Post My Party? You were? Okay.
What
Yeah,
was the problem?
It was crashing, so then you didn't know it crashed, it would be gone from your computer and nothing would post. So almost my entire Saturday didn't get posted. So I'm hoping now that with the fix, it'll be fine. You just have to stay on it a lot more than what you did in the past. I didn't realize how blessed we were prior to April.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now I realize how much easier it was, but I don't run into a ton of issues, but it was crashing more often recently. So far so good for today.
Yeah. Well, I'm using it this week for my VIP group. Actually just having a party and sharing the new products. So
I did the same.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, well then what next? What was next week? I have written down what we're going to talk about next week. Dawn, weren't you going to talk about something?
Word swag.
Ooh, yeah.
What we're gonna talk
Word
about
swag,
what?
yes, word swag.
Word swag. I just need to know how to share my screen from my phone.
Okay, we'll help you there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just that the button. You should have a green button at the bottom of your screen saying. And now it's going to be easier on your computer, Dawn. Are you using your phone or your computer right now?
Oh, okay. I see. iPhone via AirPlay as an option.
Yes. Oh, that's right. That's because that's an
Share
iPhone app. Yeah.
your iPhone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can just share it with AirPlay. I don't even have to plug it in.
Okay, I've never done that, so that's cool. I learned something too.
Yeah, that's
Super
what it
handy. I just
says. We'll see. We'll try next week.
What do you have a cable ready just in case?
Okay.
Cool, great job, you guys. Oh my
Great.
gosh.
Thanks, guys. This was
Only I
awesome.
wish I could take the rest of the day and just play with it.
Do it.
That's my problem is it makes sense to me right now, but I don't get to it right away. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, I got
But
two
Lynn
more-
is just a phone call away. She
I
said,
sure am.
a text and a text or a Zoom.
there you go.
That's
I
right.
sure am.
All right, you guys. Okay, hope to see you at 2:00 on the book club.
Yeah, yes.
Me too. I
Hey.
have an electrician coming around that time, so I may not be able to, but I'm hoping.
Okay,
Okay, good. Hope to
All
see
right.
you then. Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye.